is August 19th, which means that it is my first week of grad school. So that's what this video is. It's the week of my first week in grad school. And my classes aren't until the evening, so I don't have class today until 6 p.m. But I will take you guys along with me this week with my night classes, with any homework and all that, and just what it's like to actually kind of adjust. Not to mention, there is a bit of a learning curve as far as trying to make sure that I have all the accommodations I need in grad school to be successful. And even this morning, here in about an hour, someone's coming to bring over some technology to kind of show me what else is out there, and I'm going to hopefully get hooked up with a few new fun things. And depending on when I get all that, I will keep you guys updated on what technology I'm using to help accommodate me as a student. But yeah, other than that, I'm just reading through my syllabi. I have all my school stuff kind of ready. And if you're wondering what I got for school supplies wise, I just have a pack of pens, a planner, and a notebook. Like, that's literally all I have school supplies wise, because I will have my laptop as well. I kind of noticed in undergrad that I really didn't need much as far as supplies go, so I always just get a notebook that has the dividers in it so you can have like multiple subjects in it, and then some pens, my laptop, my textbooks, and that's like pretty much all I've ever used. So that's what I'm starting with. I might have to go out and get some more stuff once I get into my classes and they explain what I'll need, but so far I'm keeping it simple, keeping it basic, and we'll see if I'm prepared, because if I'm not, well, then I'm not. So just to explain everything, I graduated in May with my bachelor's in psychology, and now I'm starting graduate school for clinical mental health counseling. I believe it's a 2-year program, 60 credit hours, and my ultimate goal is to become a licensed counselor, a licensed therapist, whatever you want to call it. And I'm very excited to be starting this new sort of chapter in my education. It is essentially the last stop of my educational career, because besides having to just keep up with all the current research and of course maintain like my license, I will most likely not be getting a PhD, and so this is like my last degree, which is just insane. I feel like I was in high school yesterday and now I'm in graduate school. I don't know how that happened. I definitely still feel like an infant, and I'm probably not even smart enough to be in grad school, but we're gonna do it anyway. So I'll let you know how the first week goes. I have class in just about 5 hours. Night classes are gonna be so weird because I literally go to bed at like 8 p.m. and I don't even get out of class until 8:45. So that means my whole evenings are just going to be taken over with school, and I'm going to be so sleepy. But if I drink coffee in class, I'll be up forever. So I just got home. It's like 9:30 from my first graduate class, and actually went really, really well. Like, I felt we were forced to do a lot of group activities, to talk, so I felt really engaged. I already feel pretty comfortable with like the classmates in that class, and we were there for almost 3 hours, but it really did go by super fast, and my professor is really nice. I did talk to her at the end of class about the fact that I'll be getting her my accommodation letter soon, and I don't know if any of you guys can relate, but I feel like I always have just like a lot of anxiety when having to like go talk to my professor and let her know that I'm low vision and that I'll need accommodations. But it actually went really well. Of course, like anytime I do that, like all my professors have always been so nice, and she was the same, super nice, understanding, and overall it was really good. So normally I leave the first day of a class feeling like overwhelmed because I've just been told of all the things I'll have to do, but I actually feel like encouraged and like I feel like I can do this. So it was really good. And second class tomorrow, so I gotta go to bed, gotta get ready, because the week ain't over yet. Another day, another crew neck who is surprised. I also got this wet brush the other day, and this thing is like life-changing. Like, these make a huge difference in brushing out my hair, not only when it's wet, but when it's dry, because I have a lot of it and it gets quite tangled. Still here just reading my textbook. It's like the Code of Ethics book for counseling. So, it's just real riveting stuff. And I just have to read the introduction before class tonight because I'm assuming we'll kind of like start diving into it. And it's not the most exciting thing I've ever read. Today's Wednesday. I don't have class today, so I wasn't even planning to film today. Thus, I just have literally been just getting stuff done and cleaning, and I look horrible. But I was sitting and I just got overwhelmed and I'm like crying, and I think that it's a really normal reaction to the first week of starting anything new, whether it's school or a job. And it's not that I'm sad, I'm not unhappy or anything like that. It's just overwhelming, and I think since I had school Monday, Tuesday, today's like kind of my first off day to process and just kind of get mentally prepared for the rest of the semester. And it's just a lot because it's like I still have homework class tomorrow, and just realizing like my classes have gone really well, but I also have to keep showing up and keep putting in work, and I miss a lot of my friends, and I miss, like, it's obviously the end of summer, and I obviously just miss like all that time I had to hang out with the people I love. And now that school started, a lot of them are off doing their own thing, and so not only am I back in school, but there's just less people to hang out with, less to do here. So I feel like in the lulls it just feels different, which isn't bad, and I'm not sad. I'm really happy about everything that I'm doing, that everyone else is doing, but it's just overwhelming. So, update, I'm having a mental breakdown, but I'm also okay. Update, I'm doing a face mask and I'm watching Suits, and I feel better. Well, we have made it to the last day of my first week in grad school. Today is Thursday. I have class tonight, and it's my last class. And so I'm excited to finally go and get oriented with this class. It's a pre-practicum class, and today I just have a lot of stuff to do to be ready for class tonight. I'm currently listening to a podcast discussing the syllabus, then I have another podcast I have to listen to, and then I have to read like 3 chapters. And I think it was all due yesterday, and I'm doing it today. So far, things are going great for me with this class. So I'm taking a quick lunch break before I start reading my text. I listen to the 2 podcasts, but I may not be in undergraduate school anymore, but I'm still technically in college, and so I think I can still justify the fact that I have had ramen noodles for the past 3 days. Some things never change, and I feel like the ramen noodle diet when you're in college, it just is what it is, you know what I mean? Well, you guys, just to wrap up this video of my first week of grad school, my class on Tuesday night went really well. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet because it is a very different format. It's basically, there are 2 classes. There's a classroom close to where I live, and then there's a classroom closer to their main campus, and so my classroom is Skyping in to their classroom where the professor is, and we're kind of a combined class via Skype, and it's just a little different. So that'll take some adjusting, but I think that the overall class will be good, and it's a hybrid class, so we don't even go to class every week. It's sometimes online, sometimes face-to-face, so that's really nice. And then my class last night went really well. It's a lot smaller. That class is my class about how to counsel and sort of like how to talk with clients and just the basics and fundamentals of that. And so we're going to be doing a lot of, we have like peer clients, and we have to record these like counseling sessions, and that makes me a little bit nervous, but I think it'll be like a really good growing experience and be a good class to kind of like really get into the career that I want to go into and really dive into the skills that I need and really start kind of like practicing what I'll be doing as a career. So I don't know, it's a lot. It's so different, like more different than I even expected than undergraduate. But I am taking it day by day, doing every task as it comes, and I think eventually I'll find my momentum, find my groove, and that will be good. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please leave a comment, start some conversation. If you guys started school this week or next week or last week around this time, like, good luck. We're all in this together, and I will see you guys in my next video.